Apparently, there is now a ceasefire or truce between Iran and Israel, but the question is, under what conditions, due to what compulsion, and most importantly, who won and who lost in this conflict? Let's try to understand. Last week, we saw Donald Trump come on the media, beating his chest, telling the world that with our B-2 bomber, we targeted Iran's nuclear sites.
We're completely destroyed, and now Iran will never be able to work on nuclear weapons again.
Meticulously examined a particular subject matter, delving into its various facets and implications. However, as subsequent developments have unequivocally demonstrated, the actual reality, the unvarnished truth pertaining to this very situation has, to our collective astonishment and indeed, to the surprise of many, manifested itself in a manner entirely divergent from what was initially perceived or presented. This profound revelation has, without a shadow of a doubt, unveiled a narrative that is fundamentally distinct, compelling us to re-evaluate our understanding of the events as they truly transpired. The individual in question, when confronted by and addressing members of the press and various media outlets, articulated a profound sense of disappointment and considerable distress. Their sentiments, expressed with palpable emotion, unequivocally conveyed a deep-seated dissatisfaction and a significant degree of perturbation concerning the actions or the prevailing circumstances involving another specific person. The underlying rationale for this intense emotional response, as explicitly communicated by the individual, was directly attributable to the particular manner in which certain events unfolded. This suggests, quite emphatically, that the approach, the methodology, or the sequence of actions employed was inherently problematic and, consequently, engendered substantial grievance. This specific way of proceeding, they unequivocally implied, served as the fundamental genesis of their considerable upset, ultimately culminating in their public declaration of profound displeasure and their candid expression of dissatisfaction.
We can never get the outcome that Israel wants. So, right then and there, he ordered all the fighter jets and all the weapons that were being used to attack Iran to be withdrawn. Just imagine that Israel right now is like that neighborhood bully who used to terrorize the entire area with their aggressive actions and intimidating presence, making everyone fearful and hesitant to challenge them. This bully, accustomed to unchallenged dominance, would often resort to intimidation and force to get their way, creating an atmosphere of constant apprehension among their neighbors. However, when this very bully finally encounters someone who possesses the courage and capability to stand up to them, someone who refuses to be intimidated and actively resists their aggression, and consequently starts getting soundly beaten and outmaneuvered, instead of demonstrating any genuine remorse or offering a sincere apology for their past transgressions and harmful behavior, they immediately attempt to initiate a superficial peace process. Their primary motivation for this sudden shift is not true reconciliation or a desire for harmony, but rather a desperate attempt to salvage a shred of their rapidly diminishing respect and maintain some semblance of their former standing within the neighborhood. This is not about genuine peace, but about preserving their image and avoiding further humiliation. Furthermore, consider the context of nuclear capabilities. The discussion is not about developing nuclear weapons for destructive purposes, but strictly for peaceful applications such as generating energy to power homes and industries, and for vital medical purposes, including advanced diagnostic tools and life-saving treatments. Just look at the stark contrast. This is the very same Donald Trump who, not so long ago, was actively plotting to assassinate Ayatollah Khamenei, a highly provocative and dangerous act that could have destabilized the entire region. He was also vehemently threatening that if a specific nuclear deal, one that he deemed unsatisfactory, was not agreed upon, absolutely nothing would be left of Iran, implying complete destruction and devastation. Yet, despite these severe threats and aggressive postures, Iran has, through its resilience and strategic actions, managed to force this global superpower, the United States, to effectively kneel and acknowledge its position on the world stage, demonstrating Iran's significant influence and unwavering resolve in the face of immense pressure.
Now, after this humiliation and disgrace, no matter what excuses Trump and Netanyahu give to the world, history has already recorded that neither dollars, nor modern weapons, nor the roar of any superpower can do anything against a dignified leader and his brave people. And in this, there is a huge lesson for us as well, if we try to understand. May Allah grant us the ability to understand and to act upon it. Ameen, Ameen.